Welcome back, Dodecadorks. We're the 12-sided guys. We have Sabrina as Ashrin.
For the Sovereign.
Scott as Cadmere Macoon.
Make sure everybody's got their PPE.
Jordan as Zip Zup.
And my axe!
And me, Matt, taking my turn as Geoffrey Chaucer in this blockbuster sequel, To Canterbury, Too Furious.
I must have missed that when it came out in theater.
Honestly, though.
We like you. So don't forget to like us back in your favorite podcatcher. And if you like us, patreon.com/12sided guys has all kinds of extras like the wiki, character sheets, and our after show titled, and this is for reals, Your Neighbor's Potatoes.
It's the best after show you've ever heard.
It's
pretty
true.
darn good. It's pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Right up there next to my OnlyFans, which is actually called Only Feet.
Oh, I thought it was only potatoes.
Only potatoes.
I was going to say, Your Neighbor's Potatoes, our after show, is probably the best potato-themed podcast after show out there right now in the market.
I'd believe that, actually. Having been a connoisseur of potato-related content.
Yeah, so talking about our Patreon. Higher tiers have additional content, so show us how much you like us with your money. I think the like thing starts to break down once we start asking you for money.
I don't think so. I think that's exactly what you do with people who you like.
Anyway, money please!
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure that's how fraternities and sororities work. How much do you like us? Just how much of a friend do you want to be, friend?
It's true. Seriously, though, we love making this show. We love that you love it, and we'd love to talk with you about it on our Discord. The link is in the episode description. Yeah, I'm Matt, by the way, in case you couldn't tell by our voices and you missed the part where I said I was Matt. So anyway, if you were hoping for a Blades of Steel episode from me, then I'm sorry. But if it is merely thy habit to talk to dolls, then this podcast is for you. It's Tales of Viosevaria, Book 3, Sovereign and Supplicant.
Ooh, I love it.
Nice.
What was the reference to there?
Sabrina, Scott, do either of you know?
I don't. I was trying to figure it out.
Is it merely thy habit to talk to dolls? It's Elden Ring when you talk to the rainy doll 3 times in a row, and then she finally responds.
Yeah. Okay. I forgot about that.
Yeah. I wonder if anybody's going to get that.
The PlayStation, the handheld one that connects. So I've been playing Elden Ring finally. So I
legit
haven't
thought you were
gone very
just about
far.
to say, I just got a PlayStation 1.
So I've been playing the hell out of Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah, I was going to say, Metal Gear Solid. Let's go.
It's Mary Kate and Ashley Horse Riders.
Yes.
All right, everybody. Let's get this show going. Let me take a sip real quick.
Yes. Yeah.
Get the sip.
Did you like my
Sip
sound
it.
effect with my mouth?
Yeah, your Foley
was good.
was great. I loved it.
Oh wait, I gotta open another one.
Really cruising through these drinks
What
tonight.
about,
I'm 2 fisting them.
can you sip on it too? What's that sound like?
Oh God.
Ooh, that
Okay.
sounds-
All
that
right.
sounds- A little viscous,
I'm drinking
but I
through a
like
straw.
it. Oh, okay.
As everyone sits around the campfire for another night of stories, it falls on Guy to share his tale. The past few nights, Margrim and Ornan, you've shared some pretty compelling stories. There's been magic and mystery, parts of your history. The story I would like to tell is much more recent and was shared with me by that ghost lady, the one that came to me in Aeona's temple. Well, she shared this story with me, and though it may seem fantastical, it's nonetheless just as true as your tales. I swear. Roll initiative.
Is this so that we know who gets s'mores first?
Ooh, I will roll initiative for that.
You three are returning home after completing a request from your master, the Sovereign.
I'll hail him.
Yep, we love that sovereign.
But me most of all.
Jeez.
Oh, I love the sovereign.
I love him more.
Oh, I think we all love him a little bit.
So your journey over
That's so good.
your journey over the past 8 days saw you traveling overland through fetid marshes and dead forests to the aid of a supplicant. Supplicants are followers of the Sovereign that request aid and protection, and you are sent as guardians to execute the Sovereign's will. Your duty now fulfilled, your return journey is almost complete when you come upon the ruins of what was once a town. The scattered stone walls and sunken foundations are now the carcass of this once homely village. A lone figure stands in the open, a hunched man holding a lantern carved from a misshapen gourd. His skin is worn and diseased. His clothing is old and dirty, but it bears the distinct markings of a uniform. This man is a watchman posted here. The man swings his lantern around defensively, as if trying to keep something at bay.
Oh gosh. Oh wow. Withers vibes.
Oh, dear.
It's just a dude. Just a dude. Right?
Oh, is that what
Oh,
dudes
my.
look like? Is
Yeah, his
the-
skin is a little diseased and stuff. His clothes looks old and worn, but yeah. Anyway,
Looks like
his
a
nose
mummy.
has fallen off.
He looks like something crawling out of a tomb.
hey, don't judge him just because he's has some skin stuff going on. I just got over shingles, okay? I'm a little sensitive about skin stuff right now. All right. So, looking at our initiative, because you've already rolled, first up, we have Zip Zup. Zip Zup, why don't you describe yourself, and then I'm going to have you roll a perception check.
Ooh, okay. Zips Up stands a mighty 3.5 feet tall. He is bald, like a cue ball, shiny bald head, green skin. He's a goblin, and he is a charming goblin at that. He's got a big smile on his face. He's full of pep and energy.
And
but
pecs
he is,
and abs.
and yeah,
And
I mean,
nipples.
He's even got
That's
yellow
right.
nipples.
yeah, because he can't be burdened to wear armor. This little charmer of a guy. But yeah, so he's our lovable goblin barbarian Zips Up, who has probably been the annoying sidekick to Scott's character for however long they've been traveling together, which may be a little while.
As long as you can remember.
Yeah, for a while.
I don't know how good goblin memories are, to be honest. Are they kind of like goldfish?
I don't know. How good is Zip Zup's memory?
Wait, who are we talking about? Sorry. So
You're looking in the wrong direction, Zip Zub. He's that way.
yeah, Zip Zub is walking through the night, and he's all like,
I like to fight with all my might on a quest for the sovereign.
He's a little topless Texas goblin.
I love it.
All right, so what did you roll for perception?
So, oh yeah, let me do my perception roll. A 4.
All right, so as you are walking into this ruined town together, the three of you side by side, because y'all are friends and you like to walk three abreast, you kind of
breasts.
come...
That's too many breasts.
No, 3 of them. What's this, Total Recall?
That's one for each.
As you walk by this, what looks like maybe a ruined chapel, fallen down walls and ceilings like caved in, you come upon, kind of in the center, what would have been the center of this ruined village. There's some trees and things growing. You see this man who you recognize as a watchman, swinging his lantern, and
Like
you
our
can-
watchman? From our side?
Yeah, no, he's not a bad guy. You reckon this is just like
Yeah,
a watchman,
casual.
right?
Yep,
Yeah,
obviously.
But he is swinging that gourd around, that lantern gourd around, like something's coming after him. But you don't see what is bothering him.
Hey man, what's seem a little on edge?
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just stop right there and kind of yell to him. Or maybe I guess I'll walk up towards him. Why not?
Okay, walk up towards him.
Yeah, I can get like right up next to him. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. There you go.
So, I can't help but notice you're a little on edge there, dude. So, what's going on?
All right, and now it is the Watchman's turn. And he says, "Oh, well, can't you see? There's wolves out here in these woods."
Wolves?
You can't respond. It's not your turn, Zip Zup.
Dang it!
He is going to, this Watchman is going to move toward one of the trees to the southeast, and he's going to swing his lantern.
Swing your lantern round and round.
He misses, but Zip Zup, I'll let you make one more perception check. The DC has gone down.
Well, that's good because I rolled a 3.
Hey, his roll went down too.
He's just swinging. He's just swinging his lantern for some reason. All right.
Zipped Up is like mimicking the swing, but with like a piece of leather that he has on his hip. Like,
Yeah, all right.
Okay, well, next up,
oh
you
my.
see
Oh.
coming out from underneath a tree to the west, you see a wolf coming at you. And it has enough movement. It's coming right at you, zips up. It's going to make a bite attack at you.
Whoa, what the heck?
It rolled a 9. What's your AC?
18.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it totally misses, but there's now a huge wolf that looks like this.
Spooky as hell.
Yeah, that pretty much does it. So it looks like a mangy wolf whose skin and muscle and everything is sloughing off of him. So there's like exposed rib cage, half of the bones of his face are exposed, his jaw looks like it's just hanging off. So it's like a zombie wolf.
Well, you guys have seen these before. This is a wolf.
Yeah, no zombie about it.
Yeah.
Its face is supposed to look like that.
It's just a wolf.
Yeah, Zip Zap, this is just a regular wolf. We see these all the time.
You
And
just
there's
you've
no
seen
more
them
in
before.
Bossing Say.
All right, next up, Cadmir Macoon. Would you make a perception check and then go ahead and describe yourself?
So Cadmir got a 16 on his perception.
Okay. Why don't you describe yourself and then I'll describe what you see.
Cadmir Macoon is a turtle. He has kind of a mix of light and dark green skin. There are red and orange like colorations around his eyes. The edge of his turtle shell is also kind of like red and orange. There are scars and like cuts into the shell kind of all over the place. And he's holding a massive halberd. And from the end of the halberd is this long flag that waves bearing the standard of the sovereign. And he runs up to Zip Zup, and as he's running, he starts to dance and spin. And
Okay.
Work it.
Oh, all right.
and then
I imagine
then-
him doing a backspin up there on his shell.
Oh, totally. Because it gets extra oomph to his strikes if he's like spinning around a lot. And so he runs up and he says,
Zip Zap, there's one of these wolves right at you, so I'm going to take a strike at him.
and he attacks with his halberd.
Okay. I will say, as you come up, you can actually see what the Watchman is attacking, and it looks like
Okay.
there is another wolf underneath this tree.
Okay.
And it's just the normal wolf, just like the one
Sure.
one you're currently fighting. Yeah,
Oh, of course. I got a 24 to hit,
that will definitely hit.
dealing 7 damage.
7 damage.
Because when Cadmir dances, it's like the equivalent of a rage.
Okay,
So
all right, 7 damage.
that will be my turn.
Okay, and next in the order we have Ashrin. Ashrin, or you go by Ash as well.
Yeah, either one is good.
Why don't you describe Ashrin and make a perception check as well?
So Ashrin doesn't remember her last name. At this point, she's just fully devoted to the Sovereign.
As one should be.
As one should be. She's a skinny, tall elf with kind of short, pulled back hair and a little bit of like a man bun. And she's got kind of like a burgundy colored hair with like lots of piercings on her face and ears, and is all about just killing people for the Sovereign.
Nice.
And my perception
yeah.
is a 13.
Okay, for 13, yeah, you also see these two wolves that are currently in combat.
All right.
So go ahead and take your turn.
Yeah, she's going to run up here next to Kermdeer?
Admir Macoon.
Oh, I'm looking at a different name. Sorry, that's why. Gotcha.
Oh, I think D&D Beyond has a different name. Sorry.
Yeah, it has your other one, which is why
I'll
I was
change it.
confused about the pronunciation so much. I'm like, wait, that doesn't make sense at all.
Oh, Crumdeer. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see what you're looking at. Okay.
Okay, cool. So I am going to strike out with my longsword, and that is a 16 to hit.
And these are just wolves, so yeah, that'll hit.
Oh, okay, sick. Well, just wolves. That is going to be 7 damage.
7 damage. Any other damage you want to add to that, or are you good leaving it with 7 damage?
I mean, if he's just a wolf, I kind of just want to see how he reacts to that.
Yeah, he's still looking pretty healthy. Like the picture of health for a wolf.
Picture of health.
And remind you, the wolf looks like this.
Nice. Okay, well that's all I'm going to do for now, but I'm on this guy.
All right, so now it is the wolf that is currently attacking the watchman. It's turn, and I'm going to roll and damage. Okay, guys, this watchman is rough. Like,
Oh gosh.
yeah. So on a scale of 1 to 12, this guy's at a 1.
Good
I mean, he
grief.
looks like the picture of health to me. I mean, he's missing his nose and most of his skin, but he looks great.
He looks just as good as the wolf does, in my opinion.
Yeah, of course.
So this watchman is looking real rough. Okay, next in the turn order, you see the third and final wolf come out from around another tree. And looking at the current threats, it's going to come up right on the turtle's butt and attack at you, Cadmir, with advantage.
Cadmir, no!
Oh no.
Does a 19 hit you?
A 19 does hit me.
Okay.
Ow, not my little tail back there.
For 9 piercing damage, cut in half.
Okay.
Okay, so that's its turn. And now we're back up to the top with Zips Up. You don't have to make any more perception checks. These are the wolves that you're currently fighting.
Nice. Okay. With that, Zips Up will kind of take his bearded axe out, and he will rear his head back up to the sky and give his mighty howl at the moon, which sounds like like almost like a very small puppy howling.
That's what you're supposed to do when you find what you've been tracking.
That's right. And so with that, he kind of enters his rage as well. And we will go ahead and attack this wolf that is just to the west of me.
So the one that it's already been attacked twice.
Yes. And so everybody knows, part of the thing with Zips Up's rage is that he is kind of like it's like the wolf spirit, totem of the wolf kind of thing. So everybody, if you attack a creature that's within 5 feet of me, you get advantage on that attack while I'm raging.
That's 2 wolves right now because you have one west of you and one east of you.
Yep, that's right. All right, so we'll go for the one just to the west of me. 20 to hit.
Dirty 20? Okay, yeah, that definitely hits. These guys have an AC of 14, FYI.
Great.
Nice.
And it'll be 7 damage plus the 2 from raging, so 9 plus I'm going to use my Fury of the Small.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming it's bigger than a small-sized creature.
It is a medium size, yes.
And that'll do another 2 damage to it.
So that's a total of 11 damage?
Yes.
Okay, this guy is looking pretty bad. Another good hit like the ones you guys have been dealing would probably take this one out.
Dope. Okay, that's it. That's it for Zips Up.
All right, the Watchman is going to swing his lantern again. And this time just hits the wolf and deals 2 bludgeoning and 3 fire damage.
That's not bad. Hey, you know?
It's a lantern made out of a weird squash. So yeah, not
Yeah,
bad.
You know? You should feel proud about that. It's adorable.
And honestly, he doesn't seem like he's got any muscles on his arms to be like hitting things anyway. So whatever he's doing is his best.
Yeah. Oh, he's just a dude, right? He's not like a warrior like you. Just a dude, like a normal, average, everyday dude.
Not as tough as me.
But he does yell over. It's part of his turn. He yells over and he says, "Oh, I can't take this guy anymore. I think he's gonna eat me."
R.I.P., bud.
That sucks, man. Yeah.
I don't think you look very tasty.
Get good, bro.
Get good, bro. Yeah. Okay, that's his turn, and now it is going to be that wolf that you all have been hitting. It's going to take another bite at Zip Zup. That was a hard P.
That was such a hard pee. Oh man.
It's always hard when I pee.
Oh, God.
It has advantage because of pack tactics. As a 14 doesn't hit you, right? Zip Zup.
Nope.
Okay, all right. So you avoid the damage from that bite attack, and we're on to Cadmir. Ash, you're on deck.
All right. Cadmir, spinning wildly still, attacks with his halberd and gets a 10 to hit.
That you have advantage because of
I
Zip
forgot
Zup.
about that.
Mhm.
I forgot about that. 24 to hit
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
for 12 slashing damage.
And with that, what does it look like as you take out this very normal-looking wolf?
So Cadmir is spinning like wildly and like flailing this halberd around and like lifting it up and down and kind of all around so he doesn't actually hit his companions. And he just kind of hacks right into this very normal looking wolf as he's kind of spinning around and weaving through both Ash and Zip Zub and skewers into the thing and then dances and spins a little bit around to the other side of Zip Zub and then faces off against the other wolf.
Very cool.
All right, guys, 1 down and 2 more to go.
And I will clarify too that these wolves, they don't look normal to us. Like if we saw this thing, we'd be like, "Ooh, that's awful." But they look very normal to you guys. These are pretty typical creatures where you live.
Oh, okay. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
All right, Ashrin, it's your turn.
All right. Ashrin is actually going to, now that that wolf is dead, go down and around and try to come get this wolf that is over by the Watchman.
Okay.
So I wouldn't get advantage, I guess, on this one, but that is still a 23 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Okay. And then that is going to be 11 damage, and then I am going to use my Divine Smite.
Oh, okay. All
And
right,
we're
you're a
gonna-
paladin.
We're going to smite him for another 11.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay.
snap.
With that one hit, I will say this one is looking well over bloodied.
Cool. And then I will kind of reach my hand out and pat the Watcher on his back and say, "The Sovereign protect you," and cast Sanctuary on him.
Oh, okay. All right. So now nothing can attack him unless he attacks something else, right?
That's my understanding from
Okay.
Baldur's Gate. But
Yeah.
yes, I think so.
Okay. Very cool. So with that, then we have the wolf that is now facing off against you and the Watchman.
Oh, they can attack him, but they have to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make a wisdom check right now.
And it's of 11.
Yeah, that's a 6. So fails the wisdom saving throw, so it's going to come after you instead with a bite. Does a 22 hit?
Oh my gosh, I was really excited because I have a 19 AC, so I was feeling good. Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, for 11 damage, and I need you to make a DC 13 strength saving throw.
Strength. Oh my gosh, that's an 8.
You are prone.
Oh my
You're
goodness.
knocked to your butt.
All right, and that was 11 damage.
Raggy.
11 damage, and you're knocked down. Uh-huh.
All right.
And then up next is the wolf that is still alive next to Zip Zup and Cadmir. It originally attacked Cadmir, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so it's going to keep going after Cadmir. And it's doing a bite.
It's got a taste for turtle blood.
Does an 11 hit you?
I am kind of tasty.
An 11 does not hit me.
It's thinking to itself, tonight I dine on turtle soup. All
Love
right,
it.
that's its turn. And we're back to the top with Zips Up. Listeners, in case you're wondering why all these characters are only swinging once, it's because to keep things simple for me as a DM who hasn't DM'd for at least 3 years, I just kept him level 3.
Which is honestly a little bit like exciting because I'm so used to having more hit points. I kind of forgot that 11 is really actually a big deal. So it's kind of fun.
Yeah. Okay, Zips Up, you're up.
All right. Seeing that that Ash just got knocked prone, Zips Up's gonna say,
Swiggity swooty, I'm coming for you.
and he's gonna do
Swiggity
his.
Sooty coming for that booty.
That's right. So he's gonna do his nimble escape and disengage, and come around over here, and make an attack on the wolf that's down this way.
Okay.
18 to hit.
Right, roll damage.
4. Oh man, only 4 damage. Well, I guess plus the 2 because I'm raging, so 6, and then I will. Yeah, I might as well. I'm going to use the last of my Fury of the Small to do another 2 damage, so 8 total damage.
Okay, are you doing it one-handed or two-handed?
One-handed,
Okay.
but I was raging, so I got the +2, and then the Fury
Gotcha.
of the Small for another +2.
All right, just making sure. Okay, making sure I was following correctly. So do you have a shield, I'm imagining?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, this wolf is on death's door. It went from looking so hardy in hail, and now it's looking like, I don't know, some kind of weird zombie wolf. All the muscles
So
and
weird.
like skin coming off and exposed bones and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it's
That's
weird.
gross.
All right. That your turn, Zips Up?
That is my turn.
All right. We're going to go to the Watchman
Don't
now.
wear it out.
The Watchman's going to take another swing and connect. And honestly, there is no way this wolf can survive because I rolled 2 dice and it has 2 hit points left. So this wolf catches on fire with another bludgeon from the weird turnip thing. So let's go ahead and mark this guy with the X because he's dead.
Nice.
All right,
Hell yeah.
Second wolf down. Third wolf is still up there next to our pal, Cadmir Macoon, but it's Cadmir's turn first. Go ahead.
All right, Mr. Wolf, let's try and finish this off.
And he spins around and attacks for a 19 to hit
Yep.
for 6 damage.
This guy's still looking fine. Just fine.
You're still looking pretty fine, Mr. Wolf.
All right, Ashrin, you are prone, and it is now your turn.
Stop making friends with the wolf.
Sorry, I wanted a little friend. I got Zips Up, but I'd like another.
Alright, I'm gonna roll up on this dude with my sword for a 20 to hit for...
Hold up. You were prone. I don't know if you had enough movement
Oh,
to get that
that's-
far.
That's right,
'Cause
I
you took
was.
half your so, what? How much? Yeah, let's count it out.
I've got 35 feet, though, so I think this should be...
So
I can
if
probably
you're
get to
there,
here.
Yeah. Okay, so you can get up there within range, but it took all of your movement to get up and get that far.
Cool. Alright. Sick. Well, then I'm just gonna stab him for 3 damage.
Okay. Yeah, this guy. I mean, if we were doing like quarters of health, this one still has it still has more than 3/4 of its health.
Jiminy Jillicky.
Am I giving too much information and doing too many fractions?
No. Oh, it's great.
No. He's got about 5/8 of his health right now, guys.
He's got one ear kind of cut off.
He's got 9
So
of
what you're saying
37
is-
hit points.
He's worth at least 3 gumballs.
Wait, what?
Is 3/4?
Oh yes. Okay.
He's 3 gumballs.
Inflation
It's
is
true.
ruined
It's
that,
true.
Scott.
I never went for the gumballs. I always went for the hot tamales.
Ugh.
Always so stale coming out of those machines.
Ugh.
Interesting choice.
Yeah.
What, you guys don't like hot tamales?
I don't know how I feel about this now.
They're all right.
I feel
It's
like
not
I'm
my
questioning
favorite.
our friendship right now.
I feel like I just revealed my kink to you guys.
more judged now than you ever have been.
Oh, I
Yeah,
wouldn't judge a
tamales.
kink, but I would judge a candy choice.
That's true. No, honestly, that's true.
I also like mounds.
I like mounds too, so
Okay.
you're in good company.
You could have said that you liked, like, what was it, dots or juji fruits, like the really gross.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
GG
I
fruit.
really love good and plenties. Mm.
Mmm. Oh yeah, shoelace. Mmm.
Okay, was that your whole turn, Ashrin?
Oh, yeah, I can't. Well, I guess I could, but I can't do anything else. I'm good.
All right, well, it's the wolf's turn, and it's still going to be going after Cadmere because it really wants to get inside that thick candy shell to the nougat inside.
I am pretty soft in here. It's kind of cozy.
Does a 19 hit you?
A 19 does hit.
All right, so that's only 7 piercing damage, but I need you to make a strength save DC 13. And if you're raging, I believe, do you have advantage on these?
Oh, actually, I
Yeah,
think I
while
do.
raging, any strength
Yeah.
save.
Yes, so with advantage, I got a 16.
Okay, it pounces on you. It's going to try to take you, knock you down, and you almost slip, but you're able to keep your footing. Like, you kind of squat down, and your shell over your butt kind of catches the ground a little bit and keeps you from falling too far back. And then, yeah, you're back up on your feet.
Awesome.
Zips up. You're up.
So
I'm never going to get tired of saying that and then giggling every time.
Zips up, you're up.
Yep.
So
His favorite
Zips Up-
game in elementary school was Heads Up 7 Up.
Oh, it totally was.
I love that game.
So Zips Up kind of says to the weird watchman dude, like, hang tight, bro, we're almost done here. And he is going to move up over next to Cadmere, and he's trying to be, like, cool and acrobatic about it, but something about doing cartwheels in the middle of a battle just does not look very cool.
Honestly,
And-
he's kind of been the MVP so far, so.
I don't know, man. Cadmere's been doling it out, too, so...
Yeah.
Rolling
I
on
did
that
just do a
shell.
pretty sick bum drop and bounced right back, and he didn't get me.
Yeah, right? So, alright, so I whip out with the old bearded axe, 23 to hit,
Roll that damage.
8 plus the 2 from rage, so 10 damage.
Okay, this guy is now looking
Dead?
just bloodied. All right, anything else you got?
Nope, that's all I got.
Okay. Yeah, these guys have 37 hit points each, in case you were wondering.
It's true.
Yeah,
Just like my beloved Phobos and Deimos.
Yeah, they are dire wolves, but to you they're just normal wolves. Okay, it's now the Watchman's turn. The Watchman's going to hang back and kind of nurse his wounds, and kind of try to keep an eye out in case there's any more wolves to this pack lingering around. And that takes us now to Cadmere. And now you have advantage on attacks against this wolf because of Zip Zup's pact or totem, wolf totem, spirit, warrior, dragon thing.
Cadmere will keep spinning, and he's going to strike out again. We'll see if I can hit. I cannot. It is an 11.
With advantage.
Oh, I forgot about that. Again, it is an 11 still.
That
Consistency.
does go wide. Moving on, Ash, it is your turn.
All right, I'm coming in with my long sword here, and that is with advantage, correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay. So that is an 18 to hit for 8 damage, and then I am going to do another divine smite.
Okay.
And so that is going to be an extra 6.
Okay. That it doesn't quite do it, but it is on its last legs.
Get wrecked, bud.
3 of them, because 1 of them is now missing.
But it's still standing as if it has all 4, right?
Oh, yeah.
He's
It
got a
doesn't.
ghost leg.
As wolves do.
Oh.
Okay, Ashrin, anything else you can do on your turn?
Nope. I'm out of spells, so I'm just vibing.
Okay. All right. And then it is the surviving wolf's turn to attack, and it's going to, again, go after Cadmere. This thing has 0 fear.
Ooh,
That's another hit. That's a 22 to hit.
that will hit me.
And that's 8 damage. Roll another strength DC 13 saving throw
All right.
with advantage because you're
Yep.
raging.
That's a 10.
Okay, you are knocked prone.
He gets knocked down, but he gets up again.
It wants to take a turtle blood drink.
Yes.
So, okay, so that's the wolf's turn. Zips up. Your turn.
Zips Up just hacks away with his axe. Ooh, only a 10. I guess
And
I
you don't have
couldn't-
advantage, but
I don't. I can't declare reckless retroactively, can I?
now, what do you think this is? Baldur's Gate, where you can declare reckless as a reaction? Come on.
Come on. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, it is the Watchman's turn. The Watchman is still keeping a vigil. And now it is... Okay, Cadmer, you can get up and do your thing.
All right, let's take another swing at this guy.
Hit the 23 to hit
Yes.
That will hit, yeah.
for 15 damage.
Describe
Oh,
how you
yeah.
kill this final wolf.
So I'm, dancing and spinning, and he knocks me on the ground, and I do like a spin on my shell and use my halberd to like bounce back up and then swing it around and just chop the guy right in half.
Nice. You get knocked down, and you turn it into a windmill like the breakdancing move.
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh,
Back up.
amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Just spinning on your shell.
Yes.
Yep.
Man,
Well, that's
So
awesome.
cool.
Okay, so these wolves are dead. We are going to cue victory music.
All right.
High fives all around, guys. We did really good.
except for you, Watcher, how'd you let those wolves that are so common in this area and we see so often sneak up on us?
Well, I warned you about the wolves. Is that his voice? That was his voice. We'll say that was his
Sure.
voice. Well, I warned you about the wolves when you guys showed up, but you thanks for killing them off. Those damn wolves have been hunting me for a couple days now.
You've been out here for a few days?
I'm a watchman. This is kind of where I do my thing. I watch.
Do you like tell anybody what you're watching?
Like I make sure that there's nothing untoward coming, and I send messages back. Yeah.
Are the wolves, do they consider them to be untoward?
Well, they're naturally occurring monsters. It's not like I was an enemy army coming. Okay, I know I have turned into Jimmy Stewart.
Yes,
you totally
have.
are
You're
Jimmy
slowly-
Stewarding. I'm okay with it, man. I think go for it.
Well, these wolves are naturally occurring creatures. Like, it's not like an army or something. That's kind of more what I'm here for. I just wanted to thank you for helping me with those damn wolves. That's in my notes. It says, thanks them for help with the damn wolves. So,
Oh, well, you're welcome. You can have a high five, too.
whoa.
Whoa.
Okay.
I don't know
You're
if
just
he's
giving
earned
those out
that.
to anybody these days?
No, well, I mean, he didn't
Cadmere,
die.
I thought we had something special, man.
Oh, we do. You can have 2 high fives at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
So I take it that you are that you're in the service of the sovereign.
Oh, yep. You see the banner? I'm holding his standard right here on my halberd.
Okay. Well,
I love the Sovereign. You have
The
no
Sovereign
idea.
is literally the best.
You see,
don't you know what I mean?
I wrote on the tabard that I love him right there. It's kind of like waving on there.
Well, of course we all love the sovereign. It's the sovereign. If you're traveling through these parts, I do need to warn you. Okay. Rumor is the sovereign's hunger has taken to hunting these wilds once again. So if you're on the sovereign's errand, you should be all right. But they say, if you don't do anything stupid, nothing stupid will happen to you, like getting torn to shreds by the sovereign's hunger.
Well, yeah, we all know that can happen.
It's just part of serving the Sovereign is dealing
Yeah,
with his
It's the
hunger.
sovereign. It's not like we're new to this
What?
sovereign business.
What does his hunger look like?
I wouldn't even mind if his hunger ate me,
Oh, you're
honestly.
asking what's the sovereign's
I mean,
hunger?
I'd volunteer. His hunger can come at me. I mean, if he's really hungry, I'll offer him my tail.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
I think that's already gone, bud. I think that's a little too late.
Jeez.
Oh
A little
dear.
thirsty over here, huh, Cadmere?
Sorry, guys. I just love the Sovereign.
Well, you've all heard of the Sovereign's hunger, right? I mean, I don't know what
I don't think I have. Have I?
Oh yeah, if you want to roll a history check or an arcana
Ooh.
check, you can roll history or arcana.
I literally think
Let's
none of
do
us
it.
played smart in this, so
Cadmere got a 12.
Oh, Zips Up got a 13
Ooh.
with a -1.
Ashrin got a 20. History.
Okay. So with the 12 and 13, Zips Up and Cadmere, you have heard of the Sovereign's hunger. It's kind of like a boogeyman, right? Or like a story of the Bigfoot or the Wendigo, whatever how you pronounce that, right? It is a creature
Winnebago.
of myth. Yes. But it's like a Winnebago.
Creature of legend.
legendary.
It's, yes.
Have you guys ever heard, though, like, what does it look like? Do you ever
Yes.
wonder that?
Exact. So here's the deal. With what you know that that's the kind of creature this is, but you also know that it is almost like a pet, almost like the Sovereign's pet. Okay. And then with a 20 history, Ash, you know for a fact that this creature is real, while as other people think it might be kind of a tall tale. You know that this thing is real, it is well documented, and you know for a fact that it is in the service of the Sovereign. So
Well, of course it is. That's why it's called the Sovereign's Hunger.
Yes, but the stories that you've heard are from other people are if you are on the Sovereign's errand, if this thing knows that you serve the Sovereign, love the Sovereign, and you aren't doing anything untoward or breaking the Sovereign's rules, then you should be fine, though it is a terrifying creature. This watchman, he says, as far as what it looks like, I mean, I hear different things. Like, some people say it's a rotting bear, blacker than night. Other people say it's a crawling man engulfed in unquenchable flame. Others say it's simply the alluring voice that emanates from a tear in the world itself. Who knows what's the truth? Thankfully, I've never crossed it. Just keep your heads if you ever do. My name is Fog, by the way. Fog the Watchman.
Hey, Fog. Cadmere Raccoon. This here's Zip Zap and Ashrin.
All right, well, maybe I'll be seeing you again if you patrol these parts often.
We go where the Sovereign sends us.
Yeah, we're on a quest. Kill stuff.
You're on your way back from a quest.
That's right. On
We
the
finished.
way back from a quest.
Yeah, all right. All right, well, I'm going back to patrolling, so be safe, chosen of the Sovereign.
I just want to say really loudly out into the general ether, coming back from a quest is still part of a quest. Hunger. Just why I want to make that really clear. I'm on a quest to get back to the Sovereign.
You seem a little touchy about that, Ashrin.
Yeah, strangely specific to point that out.
You know I've only read about this thing, and I don't read very good, but I've heard that it will mess you up if you're not on a mission for the Sovereign. So I just want to make it real clear in case anything hungry's watching.
I totally believe that. Hey, and I appreciate you being vulnerable and talking about your inability to read or not being very good at it. I remember when I struggled to read. And
Goblin, get the hell out of here, you nutsack!
Okay, well, as you
I
guys are...
can't read either, but it's mostly because I need a new pair of glasses, and it's really hard. They keep breaking.
Yeah.
This conversation continues as you travel for an additional 5 hours, okay? The path you travel, it was once a grand highway of brick and cobble, but it's barely discernible except for a few telltale exposed patches among the scrubby bushes and rotting trees. The road follows through a high plain of gray-green grass along a ridge where some 100 feet down is a dark, wet grove that's nestled in a canyon. As usual, the sky above is obscured behind endless waves of swirling, racing clouds.
Just like I like it.
Yeah. Anything else you guys want to talk about while you travel?
I lied about the glasses, guys. I just don't know how to read.
The Sovereign's so cool, you guys. You already think about how cool he is.
I think about it all the time, and that's why I wanted to tell the truth, guys. I just felt so bad, and I think I was breaking one of the Sovereign's rules by lying.
You shouldn't do that.
Oh my gosh. I love the Sovereign. I just love it.
I think...
So hey, listeners, one of the points I made when was kind of spelling out some very brief, vague details about this one shot, I said, you guys serve the Sovereign. and so they're taking it to, this level without me saying like, oh yeah, you worship the Sovereign. The Sovereign is like the best. So
we're yes-anding you.
Once he used me as a footstool. It was the best day of my life.
Typical Sovereign.
Make a deception check.
Cadmir got a 13
Cadmir,
deception.
you gotta stop lying, dude.
No, you guys get to make insight checks now.
Psh, if I had a nickel every time I heard that story,
Yeah, you both know that Cadmir is lying. None of you have ever been in the Sovereign's presence.
You gotta stop lying, Cadmir.
I know, but how cool would that be if I was just like kneeling there on the ground and he put his feet up on my shell? It's something I think about a lot.
I believe that.
I don't blame you. I think about him putting his feet on you too.
And me just standing there in the corner watching.
Taking pictures and posting it to OnlyFeet. Call back.
Oh my god.
Okay, as you guys are traveling, I don't know if you notice on this battle map, but there are also, I didn't mention this, but there are also these little kind of glowing gold orbs every once in a while. And they're there. They're part of the landscape. They float between 2 and like 7 or 8 feet high. They're small, about the size of maybe your fist or 2 fists put together. And they just glow. And you don't ever see them move, but sometimes they're not in the same spot they used to be. So, but they're just there. No harm. You can kind of pass right through them and everything. They're just part of the world that you are familiar with.
Hey guys, do you ever wonder if the experiences that we all have are really just kind of a shared traumatic simulation of some reality in which we are just subjective to the outside influences of some greater being?
I really shouldn't have explained solipsism to you. I'm kind of regretting that.
I hear you guys got to check for solipsisms anyway, otherwise you might get colon cancer.
That's what I've heard too. So,
so gotta keep an eye out for those solipsisms.
Yep.
So, as you come to the foot of a gradually sloping hill at the end of this kind of 5-hour trek, you know that you're nearly home, because at the top of this unnamed hill sits the fortress. Once standing as a mighty tower that surveyed the environs for miles, the fortress now lies in disrepair with only a few rooms still shielded from the outside elements. You know that it once had a name. You remember having heard it before, but now you three mainly just call it the fortress or simply home. Go ahead and make a perception check as you arrive home.
Cadmir got an 18.
Zipsup got an 8.
Sorry, I forgot my name for a second. Ashrin got a 15.
All right. So Cadmir and Ashrin, up within the somewhat like it's kind of fallen down a little bit. I wouldn't call it ruined because it still provides shelter and there's still rooms for you to sleep in, but there are definitely gaps in the walls and there's some spots that are more fallen down than others. But you see amongst the structure of your home, you see a 9-foot tall, slender, androgynous figure, shrouded in pure white robes and fabrics, with even hooded and with a veil over their face. And you recognize this as the Sovereign's voice.
Oh, let me clean out my ears real quick. I just gotta make sure I can hear it when they talk.
How much reverence do we give? Pretty big reverence to the Sovereign's voice, because I'm thinking I'm falling down in front
Why
of him.
don't you make a religion or arcana check?
Ooh, I'll do a religion check. Can I do a religion check?
Yes.
Can't do either.
Yeah, I got a 5.
Cadmir got a nat 20 for 20.
Ash got a 16.
All right. So here's what you know, and you two can kind of share with Zips Up as well. You have dealings with the Sovereign's voice frequently. In fact, the last time you spoke with the Sovereign's voice was just 8 days ago. The Sovereign's voice is the messenger of the Sovereign, and they're the ones that sent you to protect this most recent supplicant that you're now returning from. But seeing the Sovereign's voice again so soon is pretty rare, because usually weeks, months, or what even seems like years may pass between visits from the Sovereign's voice. And Cadmir, you know, I guess Cadmir and Ashrin, you both know that the Sovereign's voice mainly just communicates what the Sovereign's will, the Sovereign's commands, and doesn't usually have chats. Kind of all business.
Cool.
Okay?
Yeah, Ashrin will definitely throw herself down then and be like...
Oh, I will say this too. The Sovereign's voice, while it speaks the words of the Sovereign, this figure is not something you worship. If anything, it's more like a coworker. Maybe it's a director and you guys are individual contributors, right? But
Wait, are we 1099?
I meant more I meant more bowing as in respect.
okay,
just
yeah, that works.
really bowing deeply in front of this as being a Sovereign's voice. What can we do for you? Give us our next orders.
All right, as you approach, the Sovereign's voice raises both hands up toward its face and lifts the veil just enough to expose its mouth. And
Oh dear.
the mouth speaks and says, "The Sovereign calls you, duty-bound and loyal." And then the Sovereign's voice tips their head back, still holding the veil up, and another mouth opens along the Sovereign's voice's throat.
This is my favorite mouth.
And it says, "Mine adherent hath sought me out. To you 3, I grant the task of finding, protecting, and serving the faithful supplicant." This is boilerplate. You're getting a mission, and you're hearing the voice. This is the voice of the Sovereign, this lower voice, out of the throat.
Oh,
and
man.
This is what you typically hear when you're getting assigned a new mission, a new supplicant to guard. And it says, "Cadmir, wilt thou honor my will?"
Oh, you know it, Mr. Sovereign, sir.
"Ashrin, will you honor my will?"
Of course, Sovereign. Always.
"Zips Up, will you honor my will?"
Most certainly, my lord and sovereign.
Okay,
Falling
great.
to his knees.
The head comes back up, the throat mouth closes, and the normal mouth continues to speak. "To Brucia, then, city of the bloodless ram and its depths, the sunless city. The supplicant calls from among a legion of the guilty. The key." As the Sovereign's voice says the key, and it's still holding the veil with 2 hands, a third hand lifts from its side, from within the robes, from the right side, and hands you a knife carved from a sharpened rib bone, and hands it to Ashrin.
Wicked.
Hell yeah. This will really fit my outfit and aesthetic.
do you have anything you want to say to the Sovereign's voice at this point?
I will take the knife really respectfully, and I will say, thank you, Sovereign's voice. We assure you this duty will be, done as quick as possible. ASAP. On it.
The Sovereign's voice simply nods, and then starts to walk smoothly and slowly away down the hill.
Cadmir finally pulls his head out of his shell. The whole time he was in his shell.
So just to reply with the mission that you received was to Brucia, city of the Bloodless Ram. You're familiar with Brucia, the city of the Bloodless Ram, and then
that ram will not bleed.
Yeah, it's about a 2 days journey southeast of here, and then its depths, the Sunless City, is what they call the Undercity. Okay, there's locations under the ground in this city. They call it the Sunless City. And then it says the Supplicant calls from among a legion of the guilty. And then the final thing, when the Sovereign's voice handed you this knife, they referred to it as the key. All right, guys, I know you just got back from a mission, but guess what? This can't wait.
On the road again.
Oh, I wasn't planning on stopping.
Let's go. I didn't even need to sleep. I'm already rested.
I
rest
never.
while I'm walking.
Oh, of
Yeah.
course, we take turns. We all we hold the other person while they're sleeping, and we just walk all through the night.
Classic.
That's right. So let's make like a tree and do what the Sovereign wants.
Zip up. If you need to take a nap, you can just climb in my shell right behind my neck here. There's that little spot that you like.
So cozy.
Yeah, it is my favorite spot. Ash, I would say you should get in there, but you're a little big, so.
I wish I could fit.
You won't have to like march through the night or anything. You will stop for rests, but you also know that the mission has been given, so it's not like you can stop and resupply and hang out at the house for the night and then leave first thing in the morning. You know that you need to leave now.
I'm excited for this, guys. I know the last one just ended, but I just feel so good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already ready to go, It's like the Sovereign knew I'd be ready to go the moment we got here.
He's just so wise. That's what I'm always
He's
saying,
so-
you guys.
He's so wise.
People
gosh,
don't give
I
him
love
enough
him.
credit for how wise he really is.
He's so handsome, too. I
You
just,
haven't seen him. Stop lying.
well, I mean, but you could imagine with that voice, how could he not be handsome? Am I right?
I'm not arguing.
When that second mouth comes out, it always just gets me so excited.
All right, everybody. Okay, you know the way to Brucia, the city of the Bloodless Ram. Sorry, the name of the city is Brucia, city of the Bloodless Ram. Okay, it's 2 days journey to the southeast from here, and that journey is going to take you through a flooded forest, like a mangrove, Kilgrave forest, and then along the seaside to the city walls. So you begin your journey, and the first night you end up having to camp in a high patch in this flooded forest. There's a high path kind of out of the water for most of the trek. So you make camp that first night, and you guys are going to set up watches.
Yeah.
I mean, of course.
I'm not going to spend too much time thinking who has what watch. We're just going to Zips Up goes first, Cadmir goes second, and Ashrin goes third. Can I
That's
get
what we do every
perception
time.
checks?
How'd you know?
Because I'm the sovereign.
Oh,
So Zips Up got a 7 for his perception check during his watch.
Okay.
Cadmir got a 9 on his perception.
Okay, and Ashrin.
Come on, 11.
Oh my god. 12.
Hey, you beat a 10. That was the DC. As soon as I found out you guys were a paladin and 2 barbarians, I lowered the difficulty on this perception check.
I don't know whatever you mean.
Excuse me, our party is perfectly balanced.
I mean, you guys are going to deal the damage just fine. But Ashrin, during your watch, you hear something from the darkness out in the forest, out amongst the
Hey, who
trees.
goes there?
And when you say that, you see movement. You see a head turn toward you. The shape is black. It's so dark, it's like there's a hole in your vision. You can't quite make out the exact form of this shape. The form of this shape. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. You can't quite make out the form of this shape, but it looks at you and you see its mouth open, and it is full of these long, curved teeth that are just as black as the rest of the shape. But you can make out the teeth because the shadow in the mouth and throat is actually somehow less dark than the outside form. You're not sure if it moves on 2 legs or 4 or more, but its body is this black mass that you can't quite understand. But above its head and along whatever the rest of its shape is, there are 5, or maybe 6, or maybe 4 flames, torchless flames of blue that circle and weave, floating over the mass. And when it looks at you, its eyes are the moon. The right eye is the full moon, and the left eye is this sliver of a crescent curving out to the side of its head. You have no doubt, Ashrin. This is the Sovereign's hunger. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Gulp. Okay, that is a 16.
Okay, you somehow manage not to wet yourself. This thing is absolutely terrifying, and it is staring you down, unmoving except for those flames dancing. What do you
Kind
do?
of like T-Rexes. Can I just stand really still?
It sees you. It pierces you with its eyes.
Hey, buddy. Ashton will kind of just take like a slight step back, and she'll say, hey, buddy. We are on a mission for the Sovereign. Love him. Great guy. 10 out of 10. You do your thing. We're gonna hang out over here. Keep on trucking, bud.
It moves ever so slightly closer, or maybe it's just getting bigger.
Yeah, Ashton's gonna take another step back and say very loudly, hopefully to wake people up, Yep, we're here for the Sovereign. There is no reason that any sort of hunger thing should attack us, but if it were to, I wish my other friends were out here right now. But man, we do love the Sovereign, so there's no need for that to happen.
Okay, it opens its mouth, and at this point, it is easily 30 feet tall. It opens its mouth, and immediately this hot wind whips past you and into its mouth as if it's inhaling. Can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Oh my gosh.
Just Ashrin?
Just Ashrin, yes.
Oh my gosh, heck, that's a 6.
Okay. Ashrin, this breath, it is depleting. It feels exhausting, and you now have 1 level of exhaustion for the rest of the adventure.
Ah!
And then, as it is looming ever larger over the top of you, it stops and perks up. And in the distance, you hear, "No!" And it turns its head and moves toward the sound, and it's gone almost instantly.
Perfect. I knew I had nothing to worry about. I'm gonna go wake up the guys, though.
Okay.
Cadmere, Zips up. Get out here. That was really scary. I met the Sovereign's hunger, and he's hungry.
Oh, it got warm for a minute there.
Was it totally rad?
Wait, did I get an actual rest? Did we get an actual rest beforehand?
You'll finish a long rest after this event here,
Okay.
but the exhaustion level will stay with you,
Cool,
Ashrin.
cool.
Just because it's a one shot, and it wouldn't make sense to give you an exhaustion level now and then immediately get rid of it. So
Right, no, that's what I was saying. Like, okay, cool, gotcha.
Gee, Ashrin, you look like you have 1 level of exhaustion.
It does.
I feel pretty tired, guys. It drained me. If you had seen it, it would have drained you too. I didn't even piss my pants. And I think that's pretty impressive, to be honest.
That is pretty
Wow.
impressive. He's right, though. You do look like you have about one level, or like you get disadvantage on your ability checks or something.
Yeah.
So
You would
that's
see if you had seen it, if you had looked him in the eye. It was terrifying. He was at least 30 stories tall, pitch black, blacker than the darkest night. And his teeth
oh my gosh.
were so sharp, guys.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm getting a chubby just
I
talking
know,
about
me
it.
too. The sovereign must really be hungry.
Yeah, to kind of go with how thirsty you are. Am I right, Cadmere?
You got me there, Zip Zap. Yep. Well, I'm glad you didn't pee your pants.
Yeah, that's a total bummer every time it happens to me.
Yeah. That's the metric we use for how scared we are.
Absolutely.
All right. Hey, as you three finish your conversation, you guys finish your long rest. Go ahead and complete a long rest, but again, Ashrin, keep that level of exhaustion.
Okay.
All right.
We're going to go ahead and speed through the rest of your traveling. Nothing nearly as momentous as the encounter with the Sovereign's Hunger. The next morning, you wake up and you continue your journey through that flooded forest and along the broken seashore to the walls of Brucia, city of the Bloodless Ram. The path you followed leads into what should be a grand gate to the city, but instead it's actually a solid stone wall that rises up about 50 feet. And as you get to this wall, there are actually humanoid corpses all over the ground, long dead and dried out from exposure, in various positions. There's even one corpse that appears to be pinned to the stone wall with large steel spikes.
Feels like home.
Yeah, I was just gonna say this place is always comforting. I just like it.
Pretty standard.
Honestly,
Yep.
10 out of 10. Good decor.
Yeah, the sovereign should really take a note from this place and add some more corpses around the keep.
Can I get perception checks from everybody?
Yeah. Ooh, Cadmere got a 20.
Ash got a 23.
And Zips Up got a 14.
All right, Zips Up. We'll start with you because you got the lowest. You don't see any other gates, windows, arrow slits, murder holes, or gaps in the wall of any kind. It's a solid wall, 50 feet tall. Your perception checks of 20 and 23, though, Cadmere and Ashrin, you see, as you're looking along this wall, far off to the north, along the wall, you see a mass of shadow that appears to have just finished climbing the wall up and over into the city. Could it be the Sovereign's Hunger?
Like a deep void shadow.
Yeah, like,
Did it look darker than anything I've ever seen in my life?
except for what you saw last night. Yeah, just about.
Heck. Well, I don't know.
Oh, actually, Ashrin, you were supposed to roll with disadvantage. So,
Oh. Yeah, that's true.
go ahead and roll again, and we can say whether or not you actually
Okay, that's
notice
still
it.
22, so I think I should
Oh yeah,
still be
okay,
okay.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. You're
nice.
you're still good. All right, so now you guys got to find a way into this city.
Well, I guess, could we climb the wall?
Yeah, I was
What do
going
you
to say
guys
just
think?
follow the that dark blob. Seemed like it knew what it was doing.
That's not ominous at all. I think that's showing us the way.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, there's something comforting about that color.
It's your total goth breakdancing turtle. Okay. Yeah, if you want to attempt to climb, you can. If you want to climb, go ahead and give me athletics checks.
Can I make an investigation to see if climbing would be how hard it would be, or if there might be another route that wouldn't be harder?
Yeah, if everybody wants to give me an investigation, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Oh, I'm great at this.
Ooh.
I'm really good at investigating, guys.
Cadmere got an 18.
Zips Up got a 6.
Whatever, I got a 9.
So, Ash and Zibs Up, Zip Zup. Man, that's going to come out. There's going to be so many pea popping sounds in this recording.
Yeah, those peas are popping.
Hey, that pea do be popping.
So, Zip Zup and Ashrin, you think, yeah, climbing probably sounds like the best approach. With your 18, though, Cadmir, you see that there, as you're looking at the wall, there is this corpse that is pinned to the wall, and you see what looks like an old wound right there in the ribs of this pinned corpse. Give me an insight check.
Okay, I was gonna say this does not help me understand what's happening.
Me neither. That corpse looks real cool.
Guys, did you see that old wound in that corpse? It looks interesting.
I got an 18.
You remember that the knife, which was referred to as the key, is actually made out of a rib bone.
Oh, okay. We have the key for that old wound. If we maybe put it in place, I think that's the door. We just climb right through him.
You're so smart.
I mean, I think Zip Zip was looking that direction too. He probably almost figured it out, just like me.
Oh, yeah, I was on it. I was gonna get there.
Ashrin will take out the knife and just stab it in a few times.
Okay.
Oh,
So
man,
upon
that
placing...
looked like so much fun.
There's no blood, though, because it is totally dried out.
Honestly, this is the best doorknob I've ever used.
Door knocker.
This is amazing. Yeah, I love it.
So when you place this key into the corpse, the wall swings out slowly. It actually pushes the stones in front of it, and the pinned corpse even falls from the wall and gets lost among these scattering stones. Because behind these stones, there is a grand bronze door, a set of doors that like swing open, and you may now enter the city. As you enter, you see that it seems to have been abandoned for at least 50 years, but that's not unusual here. There's not really very many people left to bump into. But it's a familiar sight to your eyes. The streets are torn up from the roots of long dead trees. The tile roofs have collapsed under their own weight as the wood supports have rotted away. And here and there you have more of those golden little shining lights floating above the ground. Some alone, others are in clusters. I will say this close to the supplicant, you can feel a pull pulling you toward the street down. And as you follow the pull, you come to what was once an elegant plaza that has now fallen into an enormous sinkhole. You can see the remnants of what were fountains and statues, even some of the buildings, but they've all fallen into a sinkhole that goes down about 40 feet or so. But you know that's where you need to go.
All right.
So can I get an athletics check to kind of scale down, see if you take any damage as you head down there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This is one of the only skills I have a positive score in. And I got an at 20 for a 25.
Nice.
Cadmir got a 12.
Okay.
All right. And Ashrin got an 8 with disadvantage.
Oof.
I'm a little bit bumbly.
Oh, 5. Geez. Okay. Ashrin and Cadmir, you're doing your best, but you lose your footing and you slide down. Luckily, it's not a sheer drop. There's kind of slopes and ledges and things as you climb down. So you only take 5 damage as you navigate your way down into this sinkhole.
When we get to the bottom, since, it's a one-shot, I'm going to lay hands on both me and Cadmir and just heal us of those 5 points so we don't even have to worry about it.
Oh,
You're cool
gee.
if I watch, right?
I
Of course,
encourage
that's
it,
the
honestly.
agreement. Yeah, that's
yeah.
kind of what we do every time.
Friendship. I mean, teamwork makes the dream work, am I right?
Yep.
All right,
I
give me a
like
second.
this
I gotta take another sip. Just a second. I gotta open this can. Okay. All right. So now you are now in what is called the Sunless City. You notice there aren't any of those little golden lights down here, just the decaying bodies of men and beasts. As you progress through what must have been the city's sewer systems, you come across more and more bodies. Finally, you turn a corner and find utter blackness in front of you. And the Sovereign's hunger turns its enormous head to face you.
What's up, dude? Remember we met before? We're on a mission here.
Oh dear, that's a
Cool.
big head.
Yeah, we're cool though.
And
I
you
wasn't
hear
sure it was real, but I think I believe in it now.
You doubted me?
No, I mean,
You
like,
want to start a fight right now in front of the
I'm s-
Sovereign's hunger?
I'm sorry, Asher. I doubted. I really
as
did.
you begin to bicker and you say the word doubt, the Sovereign's hunger starts to approach you closer, and specifically you, Cadmir, and starts to look you down. But you
Oh, no.
hear again the cry of no, and Sovereign's hunger turns and immediately continues the direction you were traveling, seemingly passing almost incorporeal through a mass of corpses piled high that block the rest of your path.
Oh man, we gotta climb those.
There is, though, a doorway heading to the left of where the Sovereign's hunger disappeared, and that is open.
Oh man, we don't have to climb those.
Yeah, good thing you noticed that door, Ashrin.
That's so good.
So what do you want to do? Do you want to attempt to move the bodies, or are you going to look for a path forward in the room?
No, I think time is of the essence. I think we should go through the door.
All right. As you enter this room, you actually find it doesn't continue on. It's actually it's a spur. It's just a single chamber through this doorway. And there are bodies littered all over the ground in a pile, in a mass. And as you enter the room, these bodies begin to twitch and to shift.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, indeed. Let the bodies hit the floor. Many of these bodies are so damaged and so far gone that if they were to rise as zombies, they wouldn't pose any threat, right? But they aren't moving as individual bodies. They're moving as one writhing mass. Hands reach out and they grasp other bodies and they pull the pile together, giving it form. Their legs and arms claw out of this mass at the ground to move this shifting rat king of corpses toward you three as you have awoken the Legion of the Guilty. Roll initiative.
That's so gross. That's so exciting. I love this.
Woohoo!
I love it.
I have 3 tokens here that represent the mass of bodies here that's moving and twitching.
Cool.
To describe this room, it is a small room. It's about 50 feet across at its widest point, and about just about as deep. And again, at the far end of this room, taking up like the back quarter of this room is this mass of moving corpses. For our purposes, I have them labeled as a left mass, center mass, and right mass, but it's all part of one undulating, clawing, grasping mass of corpses.
Jello-y.
Top of the round, we have Zip Zup.
All right. Zip Zup is going to howl at the moon. Oh, 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 oh. And go into a rage, as one does. And he will go up the stairs and move forward and engage with the left mass of this creature.
Okay.
And, I'm going to actually declare before I roll this that I'm going to attack recklessly.
Okay, cool.
A 19 to hit.
19 will hit, yeah.
Okay, cool. 7 damage.
All right.
And then I'm going to do Fury of the Small to add another 2 to that. So 9 damage.
All right, 9 damage.
That's it.
Yeah, you have successfully hit some of these, some of the bodies that are kind of holding it together. It seems like there's a lot of superfluous mass in here too, so it would be very easy for your blows to be wasted, but yours seem to have been effective.
Nice.
All right, next is actually this left mass. So the left mass is going to take an attack against you. Hands and mouths are going to reach out towards you, attempting to claw at you and bite at you. Does a 19 hit you?
Oh, a 19 does hit.
For Ooh, good thing you're raging. 15 bludgeoning damage.
Oof, though.
Yikes.
You are grappled.
Okay. Well, that's fun. Okay, fine then.
It's fine.
And now it's the right mass's turn. It is clawing and dragging the bulk of this body up to the stairs y'all are standing on. Sorry, did I mention there's a little landing and there's stairs going off to the west and the east, and north of that is the rest of the room. So they kind of go off to the sides, and then you walk up into the rest of the room. But this right massive body is coming right to the stairs, and it is large enough that it can actually make its way over the top of the stairs, just oozing over it, and it's going to attack at Ash.
Come at me.
Ash does a 24 hit.
Heck, yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, you take 8 bludgeoning damage, and
Ouch.
you are also now grappled.
Okay.
Cadmir, it's your turn.
Oh man. Nobody else is allowed to grapple our friends except for us. We're the only ones that can grapple each other.
We're constantly booty grabbing.
Consensually, though.
Cadmir is going to move up so that I can reach both of these creatures.
Oh yeah, because you have reach. So
Yes.
you could hit the left mass or the right mass now.
Yeah, so Cadmir is also going to start, doing his spin dance moves and stuff and, shifting around. And I'm going to attack recklessly at the one that's grappling Zips up.
Cool. You wouldn't have to do it reckless because of my wolf thing.
Oh, I forgot about that. I keep forgetting. Sorry. Then I'm just gonna attack with advantage. Does a 21 hit?
21 definitely hits.
So 8 slashing damage. And then
Okay.
I'm gonna use my dancing feet.
Your dancing feet.
Dancing feet.
That's right. So
Okay.
while Cadmir is dancing, the first person that he attacks during his dance, they have disadvantage on attacks against anybody that isn't me. And if they
Okay.
hit someone that's not me, that person has resistance to the damage.
Okay, very cool. All right, so you are now the target of this left mass.
Look at these feet. I'm moving them real fast.
Please tell me you have taps on your shoes.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
it's mostly my claws. My claws tap as I'm moving around, and they kind of go clickety clickety, especially on these nice stones.
You're doing the T for 2 dance. All right, do you have anything else you can do, Cadmir?
Nope, that's my turn.
All right, Ashrin, you're up. The right mass is right on you.
And grappling me. Unconsensually. Okay. I am going to channel my divinity and turn the unholy, which includes undead.
Okay. What do I have to do?
So each fiend or undead needs to make a wisdom of. Let's see, it says a wisdom saving throw.
Is that going to be
Okay.
a 12 or a 13 or something like that?
It doesn't say. It says.
It would be against your spell save DC, I think.
Okay, well, I don't think it matters what your spell save DC is because I rolled a 4, a 7, and a 6 for these guys.
Nice.
Okay.
So this creature burns through all 3 of its legendary resistances. I'm tracking those as 1 because this is technically 1 entity. So it does not get turned, but it has no more legendary resistances. I'll let you know.
Heck.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm still grappled, but I am going to. I'm going to cast 30 feet. Okay, cool. So I'm going to cast Sanctuary on Cadmir and keep him safe till the next fight.
Till he attacks next.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's it.
Very cool. Sorry. Yeah. I feel bad. But this creature has legendary resistances. Honestly, you burned
that's all
through them
right.
all with 1 attack, though. That was
That's awesome.
That's huge.
Yeah, I'm not
That is
complaining.
good.
Yeah, that's gigantic.
All right. It is now the center mass's turn. The center mass slowly moves forward and kind of comes back together with the left and the right mass. Now it's all together in this center of the room, and the center mass is going to attack at Cadmir. Actually, no, it can't. Wisdom saving throw, right? To try to do it.
Yeah.
And that is only a 13. What's the DC for the sanctuary?
Oh, it is 11.
Okay, so it does succeed. It's able to do the attack anyway. And it will attack at Cadmere, but that is only a 10 to hit.
That will miss.
Okay, all right, so that's Center Mass's turn. It's now Zips Up. Go ahead.
Zips Up, while not leaving the threat range, is going to kind of sidestep so that way he's within 5 feet of Center
You're
Mass.
grappled, you can't move.
Oh, I can't move at all. That's true. Well, then I have nothing but just to swing like a wild man at this dude. It's only a 13 to hit, though.
Yeah, that does not hit. All right, so now the left mass is going to attack against you, Zips Up. Actually, ooh.
It would have disadvantage because if it doesn't attack at me. It's watching my dancing feet.
Okay, this is actually not an attack. Since you are grappled by it, it now having a hold of you, it starts to, again, the claws and the fingers and the biting and the getting jabbed with broken bones and things. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Zips Up.
Okay. 13.
All right, you just met it. So you are not poisoned and restrained.
Well, thank goodness for that.
Okay, so that was its turn. No attack action, just the saving throw. Okay, next is the right mass. Ash, can you also make a Constitution saving throw?
Heck. Not well. That's a 7.
Yeah, so you are now poisoned and restrained. So you are still grappled. You have disadvantage. It has advantages to attack you, and even if you break free, you will still have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Damn, dog. That's a lot of stuff.
You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns, though.
Okay, well, that's all right.
Yeah, it's a lot. Man, you're grappled, exhausted, poisoned, and restrained.
I just got a lot going on, dude. I just got a lot going on.
Hey, but it's all for the Sovereign, so...
The Sovereign needs to give me a little bit of a break. Not that I'm
It's worth
complaining.
it in the service of the Sovereign. That's right. Oh, man. If the Sovereign heard you, or the Sovereign's hunger heard you, jeez. Next is Cadmere. Cadmere McCoon.
All right, Cadmere is going to attack at the one in the middle. Actually, he's going to attack at the one that's grappling Zips Up again.
Okay, yeah.
For a 21 to hit.
Yeah, dude, 21 will hit.
For 14 slashing damage.
What's 17 plus 14?
31.
That's 31, yeah.
Okay, describe how you take out this left mass.
Cadmere just, spinning around, doing his dancing feet. He slashes at the section, like holding on to Zips Up and, severing its connection to his friend. And then it just kind of like crumbles away from where he severed that bit. And then it just, piles into a heap of bones and viscera again.
Well, and I will say this, they are still moving. They're just moving weakly.
Ew.
They're not able to, like, the individual bodies are like feeling around, trying to grasp each other again and reform, but at this point, a lot of the connective members are no longer able to grab each other.
All right, Ash, you're next. We'll get you out next.
Is this too gross?
No, it's great.
Yeah, this is such a vibe.
Okay, I'm sure. Again, I don't know, because you may have figured out based on my intro that I'm trying to go for an Elden Ring vibe.
Oh yeah, I got the vibe.
Oh yeah. So I'm guessing I'm not grappled, right?
You are no longer grappled. Yep.
Yay!
All right, Ash, it is your turn. Remember, at the end of this, you can make a Constitution saving throw.
All right. I'm going to try to go for this mass that's grappling me with my longsword, which is obviously with disadvantage. So that was a 10 to hit.
That will not hit. I'm sorry.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, what save do I get to make at the end of my turn?
You get to make that Constitution saving throw again. It's a DC 13.
Hell yeah. That's a 16.
All right. You are still grappled, but now that effect of being restrained is gone, as well as the poison. The reason for the restrained and poison is because if you don't pass that check and this side dies off, you would still have the poisoned effect and have disadvantage. Does that make sense?
Hell yeah.
I know it feels like double dipping, but that's the reasoning. Okay.
All right. I'm hanging around.
It's now the center mass's turn. Center mass is going to go after Cadmir again. You did not get hit last time. Oh, no. That's a nat 20.
Oh, man.
no.
Okay. How
Oh my
many hit
gosh.
points do you have, Cadmir?
35.
35. Okay, and besides, you take half of this.
Yeah.
So it's not that big of a deal. You take 28 and go ahead and cut that in half.
Oh my
Oh, it cut
gosh.
in half. Okay. Whew.
Oh dear,
Yeah,
my shell.
Okay. So, Cadmir, you are now grappled by this center mass.
Oh gee, my shell.
Can we get another one for coverage?
Oh gee, my shell.
It sounds like you're saying Michelle. Can you accentuate the my
Michelle.
shell?
Oh gee, my shell.
I felt like we were doing like a real professional recording right there. Okay, that's the center mass's turn.
I love it.
Zips up. You are now free to move and attack whatever you want to attack.
Let's go! I'm gonna go rush down here to the right mass that's been giving grief to Ash and make some attacks recklessly.
Okay,
16 to hit.
that's the AC. You've matched the AC.
Yes. 6 damage, and I'm gonna use my last Fury of the Small to add 2 to that, so 8 damage.
Okay, 8 damage.
And that's it for my turn.
All right. Okay. Oh, sorry, somebody flushed the toilet upstairs.
It's okay, I'm flushing the toilet right now.
Oh, nice.
With
Yeah.
these
you gonna-
rolls, am I right?
With the damage, at least. That's Zip Zup's turn. Left mass is dead. Right mass is going after Zip Zup. You're the first to hit this this part of the creature. So it's going to come after you.
All right, bring it on.
A 22 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna do it.
8 damage. Probably halved, huh?
Yep.
Okay. It is mostly bludgeoning and piercing and yeah.
Am I
So-
grappled as well, or is it just...
You are also grappled, yes. There are enough hands in here to grapple anything that comes over here.
Fine, whatever.
All right. Next is Cadmir. Cadmir, you are here. You have equidistant between the center mass and the right mass.
So Cadmir is going to attack at the one that's grabbing onto him. He's still tapping his feet so he can keep up the momentum of his dance.
Yes,
but
great.
he's not able to move around.
That's so impressive.
I won't get advantage on this because he's not engaged with Zipped Up, right?
Yeah, unless you wanted to do a reckless attack, yeah.
Okay, I will do a reckless then. I got 2 nat 1s.
Oh,
So,
jeez.
That
Yeah,
was
that- That will miss. I'm sorry.
Yep. I can't keep the rhythm. I keep like getting lifted off the ground, and I can't find my groove.
Oh, man. Okay,
That's good. I was
Ashrin,
getting kind of pissed off at how good you were at dancing. Starting to make me jealous.
Yeah, sometimes when all these bodies kind of grab onto me, it makes it really hard to keep the beat in my head going.
story of my life. Because whenever I get on the dance floor, everybody's all up ons.
I love it. I love that.
I was waiting for a reaction. That was way too long of a beat before I had anybody
that was
giggling or
bad.
anything.
That was so bad.
That was pretty bad.
I'm a pretty bad dancer, too. Okay, next up is Ashrin. You get to make an attack without disadvantage.
Woo! All right, doing a longsword attack for a 7-2 hit. All right, I'm gonna go stand in the corner now. No, I am
But
actually.
you can't because you're grappled.
Oh my god! Ouch. I'm gonna cast Sanctuary again. Then on it was Cadmir that was hurt pretty bad, right?
Cadmir took the biggest hit so far,
Yeah.
but it was halved. So
Okay.
My shell's, I got a new scratch on my
'cause
shell.
his shell is hit. Yeah. Okay, so I will cast Sanctuary on his shell.
Okay. All right. Next is the center mass. Center mass is going to, it's going to first make a wisdom saving throw to see if it can get through the sanctuary and attack Cadmir.
11.
That is a nat 1. So it's going to actually move
Nice.
around Cadmir and come after Zips Up.
Whatever.
It's only an 11 to hit.
Yeah, that misses.
rolled a 5. Okay, so it is there. And Cadmir, you're actually grappled still, so you are moved with it.
Okay.
All right. Next in the order, Zips Up. It is now your turn.
All right.
I will keep attacking right mass recklessly because we gotta take care of that guy. A 15, dang it.
No, AC is 16.
Alrighty then.
It's the right mass's turn, and it has both of you grappled. So I'm going to roll odds and evens to see who it tries to poison and restrain. Odds is Zips Up. Evens is Ashrin. Evens, Ashrin.
Oh my
You
god.
get to make that Constitution saving throw again, a DC 13.
Come on, dice. All right, that's a 9.
All right, you are once again restrained and poisoned.
Cool.
Okay. Cadmir.
All right. Cadmir is going to attack at the one that's grappling him. And now that Zips Up is engaged with him, I should get the advantage on here.
Yep.
A 16 to hit.
That's the AC.
Okay. And that will be...
Oh my gosh, guys. Stop rolling ones, though, please, on your damage rolls.
So I rolled... I rolled a... I got 6 slashing damage. So
both sections are looking about equally damaged, but they're both still fully functioning. Anything else you can do, Cadmir? Oh no, you're a barbarian.
Nope, that's my turn.
Okay, Ashrin, your turn.
All right, let's see if I can hit with disadvantage.
Fingers
Come
crossed. Come on,
on,
you
girl.
got this. Oh, man.
All right, so I'm not going to hit this round. So I'm just going to... I guess I'm just going to use my last spell slot. And... yeah, I'm going to cast it on his shell again, because that makes the most sense.
Okay.
So yeah. Cool. All right, that's me. Oh, do I get to make the Constitution save?
Yes, you get to make the Constitution save.
Okay, that's a 17. Cool.
Okay, all right. You are,
Nice.
yeah,
Awesome.
okay. 17 succeeds. You are no longer grappled or poisoned. Moving on to
Wait,
now
I'm
the
still
center
grappled.
mass.
I'm just not restrained.
Okay, no longer restrained or poisoned. Yeah. Moving on to the center mass. Center mass is coming after Cadmir. You are still grappled. It's just going to go ahead and attack at you for a 14 to hit. That probably doesn't hit because of your shell.
Yep.
Okay. Zips Up. It is your turn. You are also grappled.
Let's go.
Keep going for the right mass. Recklessly going after this guy. 2 24s.
All right. Yeah, definitely
Nice.
hits.
8 damage.
Okay, that doubles the damage it's taken, and it is now bloodied. If it wasn't already a dried out pile of wet. I guess it's not dried out. It's wet, but there's not really lots of blood in there. It's bloodied. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
Nice.
All right. It is now the right mass is going to swing right back. Ashrin, you are no longer poisoned. It's going to... on the one hand, if you guys would just stay poisoned, it would start attacking you with advantage and do some serious damage, but you seem to recover quickly, Ashrin. It's going to attack at you. Odds and evens. Zips Up is odds. Ashrin is evens. Odds. Zips Up. It's coming at you.
Let's go.
All right. A 15 to hit.
That'll not hit.
Oh, man. Okay. Now, if you guys could just hit harder. Cadmir, you're up.
All right. Cadmir's going to strike out at the one attacking him again. Let's see if I can do it. 12. Okay, I got a 12.
Nice. Does not hit. Anything else you can do?
Good try.
That's my turn.
All right, guys. I feel like we're making progress.
Very slow progress. Ashrin, you're up.
All right, so I do not have disadvantage,
Correct.
so that's why I rolled a 9.
Oh my gosh. Your last rolls have been like a 7 and an 8 and a 9.
You know?
Oh, man.
She would have advantage because I'm here, though.
Oh, yeah. Roll with advantage.
Okay. Well, that was an 8.
All right.
So that's my turn. I'm just hanging out, kind of grappled, just vibing.
I feel so bad. Okay. All right. Next is the center mass coming after Cadmere. You are still grappled. It's actually going to attempt to restrain you and poison you. So do a DC 13 Constitution saving throw.
Oh man, let's see what happens. Got a 12.
Yeah,
So-
that's a fail. You are now
Yep.
restrained and poisoned.
Oh, gee, guys, it's getting tight in here.
And the zip's up. It is now you.
We're gonna keep going recklessly on that right mass.
Okay.
Right mass. Oh, a nat 20.
Okay, roll your damage on that nat 20.
Here we go. That's what we like to see. Okay. 19 damage, I think.
All right, what's 16 plus 19?
35, yeah.
Okay, describe how you defeat this part of the Legion of the Guilty.
Just in a feral little rage, he's just hacking over and over this bearded axe into them, and body parts just start flying all over the place as they, I imagine, kind of writhe and start to recede or pull back a little bit.
Yeah, and now it's just kind of like the individual remnants are twitching like worms on the sidewalk.
I love it.
All right. Okay. It is now Cadmere's turn. All that's left is with that center bulk of this creature.
You can do it, because clearly I can't.
Cadmere is really gonna try. We'll see what happens. A 21
That will definitely hit, yeah.
for 14 slashing damage.
Big hit.
Nice.
Very good. It is now half hit points or more.
All right, guys, I feel like it's at half hit points.
Let me at it. It's my turn to make a move, finally.
And can I make that Constitution save again, or is that not?
Yes, now you can make the Constitution save. DC 13.
Okay, 20 on the Constitution save.
All right. You break free from its restraining grasps, and that
Cool.
poison effect is gone as well.
Okay.
Ashrin, it is your turn. You're no longer grappled. You can move.
Oh, hey, let me at him. Let me at him. I'm going to come up and try to stab this mass, because I want to land a blow on somebody.
You
Do
have
I
advantage on this attack.
Okay,
Yes.
cool, because I got an 8.
Another 8.
Okay,
Oh my
I got a 17 to hit. Does that hit?
Oh, that hits, and you have no spell slots left, do you?
Shut up, dude. All right, that's 10 damage.
Okay, this thing is on death's door.
Man, I'm not going to make my joke about mastectomying him, but okay. All right, that's me.
Okay. All right, this center mass is, again, at this point, it's barely holding together, but it still hungers for the flesh around it. It has all three of you now as potential targets. Cadmere is already
It would have
grappled.
disadvantage on attacking anybody but me.
Oh, that's true. Yes, thanks for reminding me. So it's going to attack you, Cadmere, for a 23 to hit
That will hit.
for 13 damage.
All right.
Ow!
Okay. Now Zip's up. Can you deal 1 point of damage this turn?
Let's try.
Okay.
All right, recklessly going after this dude. Advantage. Oh, nat 20.
Roll that
Nice.
damage.
Wait, that's weird. It's not a nat 20, but yeah. Anyway, it's enough. It's enough
Oh,
to
it's
do
a
the
dirty
damage.
20,
that
yeah.
needs to
It's
be
enough to do 1 damage.
done. Yeah. So that'll be, I don't know, however much damage that is. Six damage.
All right, 6 damage is enough, and this center mass now also falls apart.
We did it!
The trail of bodies leading out of this room also seems to have been impacted by your fight with the Legion of the Guilty. If you look out the room, you can see that some of the bodies that were piled up in front of where the Sovereign's hunger left through are now limp and dismembered, and the path has revealed itself. The way is clear. As you enter the final chamber, you see the supplicant surrounded by more floating golden lights. 3 of them float around 2.5 feet from the ground, while 2 others float 5 feet or so in the air. And there's one final golden light that's much dimmer than the others, rests just above the ground. The Sovereign's hunger is here as well, though it's much smaller than you'd previously observed. There's a thin chain of silver, almost like spider's silk, that connects it to the heart of the supplicant. In the middle of these lights, the supplicant is kneeling with his hands outstretched and his head bowed, calling to the sovereign, calling to Kelemvor for aid. As you 3 move toward the black-clad figure, you're caught up in a swirling mist of power, which causes his ulster cloak to flap and wave. You 3 join Kelemvor's swirling ether as the spirit guardian summoned to Mogrim's aid against Kestrel the Crow and Eldarin, or the Darin. That's right. My story is about what I've seen as I've passed between Mogrim's connection to Kelemvor, the god of the dead. His realm is a dying, ruined mirror of our own. And the Sovereign's hunger, that terrifying manifestation of entropy and emptiness, you guessed it. That's the true form of none other than the Hinky Punk.
I knew
I've
it!
seen it.
Oh,
I
dear.
know the true horror of that soul-devouring abomination.
Wait, that's where all the souls go?
Honestly, that checks out a little bit. But he seems so cute, you know. I can't imagine him.
Oh, it looks cute in our world, but over there it's known and feared by all. Make an insight check, everybody. I rolled for Guy already. Make an insight check.
Oh, let me get the other character sheet.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say.
I gotta get.
Yeah, quickly.
Come on, Mogrim.
And I've got to get my voice back. I've got to switch over to Ornan. Ornan got an 18 insight.
Okay.
Mogrim got an 11.
Okay.
All right, Sylvie got a 5.
All right.
These dice are staying consistent.
Sylvie, yeah. Mogrim and Ornan, you guys know that Guy is full of BS, right? He made this story up trying to scare everybody. He has no insight. But Sylvie, you're not quite sure. I rolled a deception check and I only got a 10 for Guy. So yeah, Guy is telling you a ghost story.
That was a great story.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I mean, it takes a lot to scare me, but I could imagine for other lesser. What was that? What was that out there? Was there something in the woods?
What? Did you hear something?
It's probably your
No,
Hinky
well-
Punk sneaking up on us.
Oh, man.
You gotta keep that
That
thing
would
in
be
check.
crazy.
Our shadows are sure looking longer.
Maybe I sleep really close to you tonight, Orden. Just
That sounds good to me. I'm feeling a little nervous, too.
Honestly, I kind of scared myself with my own story. Can I join you guys?
Let's have one
Dog pile.
big cuddle.
oh, cuddle puddle.
A cuddle puddle? Woo-hoo. I've been waiting for this for almost 30 episodes.
And with that, we'll end for tonight, guys. Thanks so much. At what point, Scott, you messaged way earlier, and you like, are we dead? And I was going to say, not quite dead. Maybe, I don't know. You're denizens of Kelemvor's realm, right?
I love that. That's great.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
And Sabrina, you said it's the Hinky Punk. At what point did you think that the Sovereign's hunger might be the Hinky Punk?
I was legitimately joking.
Oh, okay.
Like I was legitimately joking. I did not put 2 and 2 together until the very end, to be honest, until you mentioned Kelemvor. But yeah, no, I called that.
Oh, yes, you did. I just thought it would be fun.
That's
I've been
great.
playing a game called Ender Lilies, which is it's a Metroidvania, but basically you play as this little girl in white, and all of your attacks and spells and everything are ghosts. They're spirits that you kind of free. And so like when you're attacking, straight up, a ghost of a knight jumps out in front of you and swings his sword, right? And so
That's
I thought,
cool.
combine that together with the idea of spirit guardians and just tell a story in this weird world where the spirit guardians have personalities as they make their way toward the person who summoned them. So anyway.
it's canon that Zips Up, Ashran, and Cadmir are the spirit guardians.
no, it's not well,
No,
according to
it is. It is. That was
Sylvie
bad.
thinks it
You know
is.
what? It might be.
Sylvie thinks
I
it
love
is.
that.
Guy just pulled that all out of his ass. So, it was a ghost story. Anyway, yeah. So thanks for joining us in this one shot. Next week, you'll get to hear from Sabrina as we do the last of these Tales of Viosevaria. So, subscribe, hit that bell icon or whatever the equivalent is in podcasting apps, and join us on Discord. We sell buttons. And until we get together next time, I hope your days are filled slapping Victorian children.
As they should be.